As well as Wii Sports, which was a huge hit, especially with families, we also got Wii Play. This collection of mini-games will keep the family entertained once again, and probably some fights too. There are 9 games to play this time, with plenty of variety. There's only 1 or 2 players, so the rest of the crew need to spectate for this one. There's Shooting Range, which is similar to Duck Hunt. There are 5 levels to get through. The first will have balloons to shoot at, just to get used to the controls. The second has pop-up targets that you need to shoot. There are bonus coloured ones which will add extra points to your score, but there'll also be a picture of your Mii which you don't want to hit or you'll have points deducted. Level 3 is Clay Pigeon Shooting, which makes the target smaller and faster, and a lot harder to accumulate points. Level 4 is the Tin Can Toss, and you'll need to shoot each can 5 times to get the bonus points. The 5th level is Alien Invasion, where your Mii characters are beamed up, and you need to shoot the UFOs. The orange coloured ones will add bonus points to your score. In each level you'll hear a dog bark at random points. This is to warn you there are ducks nearby. They will fly across the screen quickly. All you need to do is shoot them to gain extra points. This game is great, and if you like Duck Hunt, then you'll love this one. Find Me is a game of spot the lookalikes. Sounds easy, but it gets very tough very quick. If you select the wrong Mii, then you have seconds deducted from your time remaining. Run out of time, and it's game over. This is a great challenging game that makes you want to try again to beat your score. Table tennis is simple enough, you just need to keep a rally going to rack up a high score. Not really that great, it might be okay for a little longer with 2 players. Pose Me is a match game where your Mii character has 3 static positions. You can change these positions to match the shape in the bubbles. It starts off simple, but soon as you're switching positions quickly. If your bubble hits the line at the bottom of the screen, then you lose a try. Every so often a coloured bubble will come down. If you match that, then the bubbles will freeze for a short time, giving you a chance to pop the remaining bubbles on screen. Not a bad game for a good reaction challenge. Laser Hockey is a modern version of Pong. Move your paddle on screen to hit the puck into the opponent's goal. There's a timer at the bottom of the screen, score as many as you can before it runs out. This is a fun little game, even if it's on your own. Billiards isn't much use on your own, just pot the balls in order and that's it. You can lose points by fouling, and this is much better with a second player, but it controls really well and beats a lot of games of this style I've played in the past. Fishing is a great game. Dip your rod in the pond and wait for a bite. Flip the remote up to bag yourself a little fishy, but if you snag yourself a small fry, then you'll lose points. Bonus fish appear, and if you can bag one of them, then you'll earn double points. This is fun on your own, or with a second person. Charge is a racing game where you ride a cow and have to knock down the scarecrows on the track. Hit the moving scarecrow for bonus points. You'll need to steer with motion controls and tilt forward to go faster or back to go slower. You are against the clock here, so move fast and hit as many scarecrows as you can. Tank is like the game on the Atari 2600, where you move across the screen and fire missiles at your opponent. Shots can ricochet off one wall only. You can place mines too. Controls are a bit tricky, but if you get used to them, which I didn't, then this is a fun game. Probably better with 2 people, as the CPU opponents are twats. But is this game any good? For the time, it was excellent. Today, it's still pretty good. It's aimed at families, so 2 players are the best way to enjoy this game. It's okay for 1 player, but it can soon get boring once the challenge is gone. But it didn't end there. Wii Play Motion came out. This game offered 12 more games, but had the extra sensitivity with the Motion Plus controls. The first 4 games are playable, but the other 8 are locked until you have played all 4 of the others. The first game is Cone Zone. Here you need to hold the remote vertically and balance the ice cream scoops that are placed on your cone. Get as many as you can for a high score, but lose your balance and it's over. A very good game of balancing skills. Veggie Guardian is much the same as Whack-A-Mole. Move the remote side to side and then slam down to hit the moles. You have to keep your eyes peeled for Mii characters popping up. Hit one of them and you lose some points. This is okay for a little bit, but nothing amazing. Skip Skimmer is a stone skimming across water. Hold your remote to the side and perform a throwing motion to launch your stone across the water. The more skims you get, the higher your score. Very basic, but still pretty good. Pose Me Plus is the same idea as Pose Me from Wii Play, but now you're travelling down a tube and need to rotate your character to fit through the shaped holes. This is a bit like Hole in the Wall TV series, but not as shit. A challenging game that again is okay for a short time. Trigger Twist is the same as Shooting Range, but now you can move the controller left, right or up to move further across the screen. Shoot as many targets as you can to get a high score. This mixes up targets and balloons etc. If you lose all your hearts from being hit by the boss, then that's the end. It's a good game, but I kind of prefer the original one that had a static screen. Jump Park is like a bouncy castle where you move the remote slightly side to side to control the direction your character will travel. Collect the required amount of gems to reach the goal. Not too bad, but can become frustrating when you bounce too far in one direction. Teeter targets involves you tilting the remote to control a pivoted piece of wood to fling a ball around to hit targets. A game of balance and skill that's very basic by design, yet a lot of fun. Spooky Search is a ghost hunt challenge where a crowd will direct you where the ghost is hiding. Aim your remote around and wait for the sound to get faster to locate the ghost. When you hear a change in tone, you can grab the ghost and drag it to the track. It's a good game, but it's a bit repetitive. Windrunner is a racing game where you use the wind to propel through the course, open your umbrella to go faster, and steer your remote to collect the gems. A great idea of a game, and a quick bit of fun. Treasure Twirl is an underwater diving game where you need to unravel the airline to lower your Mii to collect gems and treasure chests. Once collected, you need to reel yourself back up whilst avoiding sea creatures. If you hit one, you'll lose some treasure. And if you're not quick enough, or you don't collect an air tank, then you're going to run out of air. It's an interesting and fun game that has a good challenge to it. Flutterfly has you guiding balloons through a course using a leaf to flap air at them to move them along. Crows will fly in to try and pop them, but you can scare them away by pointing at them and pressing A. It's an okay game that will give your wrist a good workout. Star Shuttle is a space game where you control the ship using its thrusters to move in different directions. Keep it steady until you are docked, or it's a fail. Not really that interesting unless you like slow and precise control games. But are these games any good? Considering they cost next to nothing and they have a lot of mini games, they are very good. If you're playing on your own, then they are not going to hold your attention for too long. But get a few people involved and it becomes a competition. And that's what these games were made for. Family fun nights were great with these cheesy games, and we have plenty of these to keep you entertained. These are the kind of games that will only resurface after years of forgetting you had them, and once you fire them up again, it'll have you entertained for hours. I give both of these games combined 84%.
Thanks for watching.
If for some strange reason you like my videos, please consider subscribing so I don't feel so unpopular. Do you know what I mean?